Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And today I wanted to discuss with you and talk to you and describe and review for you three fragrances from Patricia de Nicolai. She's a founder of Nicolayi Parfumeur, and she launched these three fragrances. It's like a mini collection in 2024. So technically these fragrances has been around for like a year almost, but I had an opportunity actually to test them 6 months prior to their launch. We were not allowed to take any photos, to have any samples, and one particular stood out for me and I loved it. Then 6 months after that, when they were kind of presented again and they were already on the market, I tested them again. I got some samples and I kind of confirmed my opinion that I only like 1 out of 3. So the mini collection I'm talking about is the mini collection of Gourmand fragrances that were inspired by pastries, very famous desserts from all around the globe. And these are the three fragrances that is called Saint-Honore. The one is Macaron Bourbon, and also Pavlova. Well, people call it Pavlova. It comes from a surname that is Pavlova, really, not Pavlova, but I'm gonna go with the flow and I'm gonna call it Pavlova as well. Anyway, I have to tell you that I love Gourmand fragrances. I used to love them much more. And I don't think that it's connected with my aging. It's just connected to my tastes that are changing, and or maybe I just had an overdose, because think of that, I had finished 100 ml bottle of Montale chocolate greedy fragrance, which is a very chocolate forward, and it's very good and it's very yummy, and I kind of got an overdose of that. I did have some other very gourmand fragrances. Those the other fragrances that really smell like gourmand. They really smell like an edible thing. So I probably got an overdose of those. So I'm not really keen on these really edible fragrances anymore. So I was testing this one with caution, and I have to tell you, there's two fragrances that I don't like and one that I do love. But although they do have these gourmand notes, they don't really strike as gourmand fragrances 100%, because they're very variable, and they do again have gourmand notes, but it doesn't really give out the feeling that you are wearing the Saint-Honore cake on you, or you have the macarons in your pockets. You don't smell like that. So let's talk, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna show you one fragrance that I still have, which is super gourmand. This one legitimately smells like a cake. I use it. I used a half bottle of that one. I'm not using it as much as I used to, but I still have it because I still like it. So anyway, let's start with Saint-Honore. And Saint-Honore is, as I can recall, is kind of the mass favorite. So it's like that, and it has the notes of, so the sample is here. I'm gonna put it, and this is the fragrance that out of the two that I dislike less. And yeah, unfortunately there's something in this fragrance that I just can't, and I do actually know what it is. I do know. I'm gonna share my thoughts on this with you. So it has some pepper, bergamot, hazelnut, milk, orange blossom, vanilla, absolute sandalwood, musk, and amber. This is from Fragrantica, and here they also put some notes on the card, and they say bergamot, hazelnut, and vanilla. So they have the, yeah, it's basically the same notes. So What I dislike here is that, well, it has this hazelnut accord, which is really pretty and it's very lovely. But for some reason, when it is connected with this pepper and especially with bergamot, with this really like zesty notes, it it's I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it. And the pepper here, it's a black pepper and it's very like peppery pepper. It almost feels like someone um was putting the pepper on their plate, and you are really next to this plate, and you really want to, you know, you want to sneeze. That's how it feels for me. And then hazelnuts, I can feel the hazelnuts, they're fine, but it's just that I do think that there's a quart of the roasted hazelnuts, which isn't very. It's just, it smells off for me. It smells really wrong. This scent. I don't know what it is. It's a cult favorite because there's the hazelnuts and the roasted nuts and everything, and I kind of can understand why people like it, because it's such an unusual composition, because of the nuts and of this milk. And you know what, I had a pleasure, an immense pleasure, to eat this Saint-Honore cake. It doesn't smell anything like this. It's actually delicious, and the smell is just no, it's not good. But if you are a lover of this hazelnutty note, because the hazelnut note is very prominent, if you have no problem with this kind of strong pepper, and I usually don't have any problem with pepper, I actually like pepper very much. I prefer pink pepper to black pepper when it comes to fragrances, but this one, it's not actually bad. But for this, the mixture of this pepper and the hazelnuts and vanilla, it feels like overwhelming, and it's like, it's slightly even nauseating for me. So just to let you know, it is a gourmand fragrance because it smells of all these edible things, but you don't really get this and which is a good thing, that you don't really get this sensation that you are just out of the bakery and you have spent there the whole day. So it has gourmand notes, but it's still very variable on a daily basis. So next one is the scent that I like the least of the three, and this is the Macaron Bourbon, that I actually thought that I will like the most, because I like macaroon and they're good actually. So this is the fragrance and this is my sample, and the problem here is the rose. It's very prominent, it's very strong, and I don't love roses. So take this particular review of this particular fragrance with a grain of salt, because it comes from the person that dislikes roses, and I especially dislike roses of this type. It's like very rosy. It's like overwhelmingly strong rose, and it's kind of smells like an older rose for me. So it has the notes of bitter almond, rum, davana, rose, clove, cinnamon, musk, patchouli, caramel, vanilla, and tonka bean. This is the Fragrantica note, and the notes on the paper, we have the bitter almond, we have davana, we have rum, we have rose, essence of rose. Yeah, it's same notes, and the main notes of the fragrance are bitter almond, rose, and caramel. And for me, I don't even feel any bitter almond. I just feel the rose, like a lot of rose, overwhelming, overpowering rose, very strong, very dominant, very actually nasty smelling. And you know what? It might be very good for people that like rose, because the main focus of this fragrance is on the rose, and then the other notes are like just supplements to the scent. So if you like rose, you probably will like the scent, because it's kind of, it's on top of it being very strong and very prominent, it's also very sweet. So if you like rose, you probably will like this one. Me as a fragrance lover but rose hater, well, not rose hater, I don't really hate roses, I just dislike them strongly. This is not a good fragrance, but again, this is not a fragrance that smells like an edible. This is out of all three, this smells as the least as an edible fragrance. So I think that this is not bad if you want a little something something with a strong rose and with other elements here and there. So this is not a bad idea, actually, this fragrance. And the unfortunately, the longevity of this fragrance is very good. So I mean, unfortunately for me, because I just one spray and I just can't stand it. I have to go out and scrub my hand, but I have to wait because I make 4 videos in 4 different languages, so I will be having this for some time on me. So yeah, and on top of that, it's supposed to be about macaroon, and the macaroon is such a nice dessert. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these are like these round things, like little cookies that are very, very beautifully made, they're very tasty, and in between they have this kind of layer of something that keeps them together. It's either a cream, it's a cream, or it's a jam, and it's very good, actually. There are some macaroons that have this taste of rose. They're probably made with some rose water in them, but they don't have this kind of strong rose. This one is, oh my gosh, this is a, oh my gosh, this is a strong rose, really. So the fragrance that I love the most is the fragrance that is called Pavlova. So this is the fragrance, and the notes of Pavlova are pineapple, passion fruit, rum, raspberry, coconut, peach, musk, vanilla, sandalwood, and cedar. And on the paper here, we do have pineapple, passion fruit, accord, rum, yeah, all the same notes. And we have pineapple, peach, and sandalwood as the top notes of this fragrance. And this, I have to tell you, this one is a winner for me. It's an absolute winner for me, because oh my gosh, the initial blast of pineapple is just fantastic. It's so ripe, it's so juicy, it's so, so good. It's like, it's so mouth-wateringly good. It's, wow, it's good. And it's so solar and joyful and useful and good. And again, it has this dominant, it's very, very dominant note of pineapple, and it kind of dominates for approximately like 10 to 15 minutes, and then it kind of fades away. So you are left with a good fragrance that is fruity. It's just a fruity fragrance, but I wouldn't really say that it's a gourmand fragrance. It doesn't really smell like pastry. Again, I have eaten Pavlova, and it's not my favorite of the desserts, but it's very good. It's very good, and usually it doesn't really come with pineapples. It comes with other like red berries, but I guess you can put on top anything you want. So for me, this one is the winner, because it's very joyful, it's very light, and it's very beautiful. It's sparkling, and it is very well done. But again, this fragrance, it is fruity fragrance. I can't really call it a gourmand fragrance. I mean, it is a fruity fragrance, it's a beautiful fragrance, but gourmand, I don't know. Which is, I have to say, it's not a bad thing in my opinion, because again, there are not many people who would like to stroll around the city smelling like dessert. So to sum up, for me, this collection is hit and miss, and it's more hit, it's more miss than it is a hit. So Pavlova is the best one. And if you are after pineapple, kind of tropical, but not, this is not a fragrance that would give you this solar vibes, this beach kind of sand vibes. It's not gonna be like that. Just beautiful, ripe, juicy fruits. Then it's gonna be for you. And then to finish this video, I wanted to show you this fragrance. And this is the fragrance that I talked about, because if you really want to smell like a dessert, you really have to take this fragrance. And this one is Montale. And this is vanilla cake. And I have probably, well, less than half at this time. I thought that I had more, but I actually have less than half of this fragrance. And oh my gosh, this really smells like cake. The notes are meringue, milk, Madagascar vanilla, caramel, and almond. It has a very, very strong milk note, and this kind of very sweet milk and meringue and vanilla. This one is edible. This one is really, really an edible fragrance. And if you want to smell like a cake, this one you should go for. Obviously, they are very different. All three fragrances, they're very different. And this one, I'm not saying that don't get this ones, get this one instead, because they are different. I'm just saying that if you want a true gourmand fragrance, a true edible, a true dessert fragrance, this is your choice. Because these ones, they are just very wearable, very everyday, even appropriate fragrances with some juicy notes. And yeah, let me know if you like this mini collection. Have you tried it? Have you bought it maybe? Let me tell me which one did you like most out of the bunch. And do you like, or do you know this fragrance? Let me know as well. And I wish you a beautiful day, beautiful it's probably gonna be on Wednesday, so a beautiful Wednesday for you guys. Bye.